Season 3, Episode 4, starting with a bang. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? That Season 3 is starting off with a bang. We're out here, all right, doing Season 3 for you guys, making sure that we're adding as much production value as possible to the potential that is the Pigcake train. So what are things that you need to do to ensure that you're on this explosive journey with me? Well, you got to do the things that trick YouTube into making it seem like my channel is better than it actually is, when clearly it's not, based on based on view counts. But listen, you could do it, all right? It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to all of us. We're here. We're riding the Pigcake train. Today, we have a little bit of a card trick tutorial, a little bit of a hot one. We have, it's easy. All right, so those of you guys that are looking for that advanced finger flickery fuckery, you're not going to find it here. All right, you're not going to find it here. This is an easy card trick you could do that doesn't require a lot of work, but does have maximum impact. So those of you guys that somehow enjoy leaving comments and videos saying, hey, Pigcake, why don't you show me an advanced card trick? Well, too bad. Too bad. I'm trying to make your life easier. The girls aren't going to be able to tell the difference. All right, buddy? So maybe you should just stick to the stuff that works. Okay, so today I have that for you. I'm actually going to be using these cards right here. These cards, these hot surf playing cards by riffleshuffle.com. That's the cards that I'm going to be using. Distributed by Riffle Shuffle, made in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Sorry, my spick accent almost came out there. So they're American-made cards. All right, none of that Chinese shit. If you guys saw my last video, I said, if you saw my last video, thank you. If you saw my last video, I reviewed dollar store playing cards. You guys should be aware of all the videos that I make, all right? So if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's gonna be up here or wherever it is that people tend to do that. I think that's enough of an intro. So let's just get right into the trick, because I feel like this is going to be a banger and you already want to see it and you're growing tired of my attempts to raise this video past 10 minutes so I could get some of that sweet ad revenue money, boy. Maybe I should do the PewDiePie thing and start talking about stuff that would get me good ads. Like, what's he do? Real estate? He talks about real estate. I'm going to talk about buying expensive cameras and TVs. Oh boy, I'm in the market for a very expensive camera and or television. Samsung, Google, Sony. Oh boy, can't wait to get that Samsung TV. Can't wait for that. Let's just get into it. Let's just get into the tutorial here. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be using these playing cards in particular. They're pretty fun, I would say. They're some cards that would definitely remember and inspire people to go out to the beach and go to places that are in public, as opposed to staying indoors and doing that whole magician thing. But the thing I like about this trick, again, is that it's fairly simple to do. It's not one of these tricks that requires a lot of work whatsoever on your end. So even you with the drooling lip is going to be able to do this. So what you do is that you have the spectator touch a card. In this case, let's say they happen to touch this one right here, right? You show them the card, and it happens to be well, a card that I don't know. It's the Ace of Spades. We'll show right there to the very unfocused camera. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You know what? We're going to be out here anyway, so life really doesn't matter when you are on the unfocused life. But case in point, we offer to the spectator to mix and shuffle the deck as best we can, considering our disability. And we're going to try to find the card. Here we go. Here's how we do it. We're just going to do a simple Sybil cut. And there you go. That's all it takes for us to be able to find the card, which in this case, it's right here. The Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts is your card, sir. That's not your card. That's cool. Did I say that was your card? Oh, I did? Well, you know what? Maybe I'm a liar. Maybe I'm a dirty, disgusting, decrepit liar. And this was just a distraction to find your card. Ever thought of that, huh, buddy? Here's how we do that. We're going to take the Ace of Hearts and we're going to put it on the bottom of the deck. You see that? Very cleanly on the bottom of the deck. If we actually riffle our thumbs down the deck, that does the magic. You see? When we look at the bottom card, it's now your card, the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Kind of interesting though is that how we did this. I know you may be asking that to yourself, apart from how you got into the situation where you're being shown a card trick by a loser magician. Well, we actually went back in time. We went back in time to when the ace of spades was the original bottom of the deck, as was the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7. Oh, that's right, because the cards are all they're in order. They're in order. And that's the secret super conclusion to this particular card trick. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys were here for it. And well, now is the explanation part. I don't really have to do it, right? I don't really have to explain the trick, do I? I know usually when it comes to these YouTube magic videos, it's always the same thing. The magician does the same thing. They show you the trick, right? And then they explain it. And then you're supposed to, you know, like the video or whatever. I'm different. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't need to explain anything. Well, for this trick, you're going to need a double lift and a false shuffle of your choosing. Where could you learn a false shuffle and a double lift? Oh boy, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. The Pigcake Magic Academy, $5 a month. $5 a month. You get 2 new videos every week. Sorry, if you're in the academy, you get 4 new videos every week because you have the included piggybacker videos that are for the dollar tier. They get 2 videos a week. If you combine that with the Card Academy and Magic Academy, then that means you get 4 new videos a week going over stuff. Just 2 tutorials and then 2 stuff going over more stuff in regards to magic and things, all right? I don't have to be specific, just go check it out. You go to the link in the description below, you pay $5 a month, which is less than a chai tea latte from whatever soy place you want to go to. Don't be a soy boy and get on the Pigcake Magic Academy. You're going to learn some stuff to take you from a beginner all the way to an expert. And you're going to be able to understand these fancy, schmancy, hard magic tutorials. So for this trick, if you haven't figured it out, you need a deck in new deck order. That's the first tip here. That's the first thing. And that's really all you need here. That's all you need. You're also going to need to do some false shuffle. So I like to do this overhand false shuffle from Ace. It's a cyclical rotational false shuffle, meaning all I'm doing is just simply just rotating the cards. You see how the cards aren't actually being shuffled? Yeah, I've explained this about 1,000 times in like 8 different places, but you know what? I'm going to do it here just for the sake of completion. No other magic YouTuber does this, all right? They don't explain things the nitty-gritty way. You just get a bunch of people complaining about it on Facebook. But no, I'm going to do things in depth so even those old motherfuckers get something from this. So this is a false shuffle that I first saw an expert at the card table by the very nefarious Ace, all right? Everyone's favorite buddy. And it's a cyclical false shuffle. So what you're doing here is you're going to hold the deck in this nice overhand shuffle position. I think you guys are capable of that. You're going to grab about a little less than 10 cards right there. And then that's going to be the first part of this particular shuffle. The next part is that you're going to shove this right there. That's it. You're just going to grab this packet and shove it behind this larger packet, but you're going to use your ring finger to hold it in place. You see this? That's what's happening. Now, I'm not being discreet when it comes to holding this packet. I'm not trying to do a small little break there as if I get caught, I'm going to get shot. I'm holding it like you could drive a Ford Raptor through that. I want to be able to drive a big oversized car to compensate for my small penis through that hole right there. So that's how I'm doing this. But I'm going to continuously grab packets and shove it behind while I hold this separation. Now, mind you, the separation is being held by my ring finger, which allows me to just grab packets. And if I do this in a rapid succession, it actually looks like I'm mixing up the cards when really all that's happening is nothing. I'm just cycling through the cards. You see, top to back, right? Then this packet, which is the original second part of the deck, is going to the same spot. It's going to the same spot here. So if you want, you could even vary it up. You could even drop this packet here and bring this to the back, and it looks like a little bit of a shuffle. It looks like one of those shuffles that people do when they don't know how to mix cards up correctly. Another one you could do is this nice one that I taught in the little Triumph video from not so long ago that just looks like this. It looks like you're shoving the packet into each other. Really, I'm not doing anything. I'm just swing cutting the cards. You see this? You see this? And I'm just bringing this over here. Nothing's happening. But the spectators are stupid, so they think something's happening. You could even do that if you want. I wouldn't necessarily go into your 5 phases of Sybil at this point, but if you want to do that, you're more than welcome, as long as it keeps the deck in new deck order. That's what you need here. So after this, I do a force of the Ace of Spades. I'm going to do my favorite force, which is the Gary Ouellette touch force. Gary Ouellette being a magician out of Canada. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us, as is the majority of Canada. Honestly, I think we're building the border on the wrong side. We're building it on the wrong side. You could still see the residue. If you guys aren't watching, all right, my live streams, they're every Wednesday at around 9. That's when I do it. And this is from beer right here. This is from a beer stain, as you could see, and it's still there because I'm gross. But case in point, you're holding a break, separating both packets, right? You're gonna have the spectator touch any one of these. Notice the language. The language is important. Do me a favor, sir, touch any one of these. That implies, hey, don't touch any card, because if I say, hey, touch any card, they're going to want to dig their dirty hands underneath the deck. I don't want that. So they touch one of these. You're going to out jog it, still maintaining your break. You see that? These nuts. Now, all you're going to do is square this up with the deck as you lift up at your break. I'm not lifting up where they told me to stop or where they picked that card. I'm lifting up at my break. You see that? That's what I'm doing. I'm lying to them. That's what we do as magicians. We lie. As much as you want to disbelieve it or say, no, we're giving them a gift, we're lying to them. So one more time, they're touching a card. They touch it. You square it up as you lift up at your break. Then you're going to come back down and maintain your break, controlling that card. You see that? You're still controlling it, as are, you're actually not in control of the rest of your life, but you are in control of this break. So enjoy it while it lasts. Now you're going to have to reestablish the break above the Ace of Spades. I do that by simply spreading to the break and then reestablishing it above the Ace of Spades, because now I'm going to do a double undercut to control that to the top of the deck. Double undercut, again, if I have to explain that, then you really need the Card Academy. You really need it badly. But you're going to get a break here. You're just going to transfer that to the thumb. You're going to grab half the packet and bring it to the top. Then you're going to grab the other half of the packet and bring that to the top. So now their card is on top of the deck. Again, that's level 2 virginity. If you can't do that, then you need to step it up. All right, step it up. But now at this point is when you could introduce your false shuffles. You could do your little bit of a false mix here. You could do this one. You could do whatever shuffle you want to just make it seem like you're shuffling a deck. You're not going to draw attention to it, though. You're not going to say, look, I'm shuffling the cards, because then that's... why would you say that? Why would you say that? They question it when you say that. So after this, you're going to do whatever double lift you want. I like just dribbling the cards and holding back 2. Right, in this case, you can do this very fancy, unnecessary double lift, but whatever double lift works for you. All right, if you want to do this thing, did your breezy double lift, I'm fine with that. If you want to do the Brad Christian double lift, you could do that as well. I don't have sufficient eyeliner for that one, but if you want to do it, you could just go to your local Walgreens or Dwayne Reed or Crazy Ahmed's House of Makeup, depending on where you're from in the planet, and you could do that. But you get your favorite double lift, and you're going to show the Ace of Hearts to the spectator, and look like an idiot. You're going to go like Ace of Hearts, right? Got it. High five. High five. And when they say, no, that's not my card, you go, oh, okay. I know how to fix this. You're going to turn this double over. You're going to take this card, which is now the Ace of Spades, and you're going to put it on the bottom of the deck, very clearly on the bottom of the deck. And you say, look, you see what that does? If we riff our thumbs, you're going to turn over the deck, and they're going to go, what? Huh? How did that happen? Of course, at this point, you have an answer. We went back in time. To when all the cards were actually in order, sir. We went back in time. If you think about it for more than a minute, it doesn't really make sense. The plot, but it's a nice little bit of a kicker here that the cards go back into order, and that's the way we found a spectator selected card. You could end it with a little bit of a fan here to show, you know, the separation of colors, even after your thorough mixing and your thorough shuffles. But that's your prerogative, honestly. That's your prerogative, and up to you if you want to do that. But that's a nice little bit of a hot trick. Super simple, as I mentioned. It's just a double lift, a couple false shuffles, well within your scope as a person that's watching these videos. All right, let's be honest. Let's be honest, if you're watching these videos, you're in your house right now with a deck of cards, so it's perfectly well within your capacity. Oh man. Oh, I keep breathing in my carbon monoxide, the carbon emissions from my mouth. So it's like radiating. So every time I do these videos, I feel like I'm passing out because of the mask. But you know what? I think it's a fun aesthetic to do anyways, right? So that's the stuff. Make sure to do the things. Make sure to like. Make sure to, if you're not subscribed, then I don't know what you're waiting for. You need to. It's honestly, I'm getting desperate at this point. I'm getting desperate. So please subscribe. If not, I'm probably going to go away for a long time. Join the academy. Ham radio, my podcast is coming up. We're just adding some stuff to the background. We're doing some additions. Things are happening. And you guys need to keep up with the pace, all right? Because we're going at a blistering pace. And if you miss on a video, you miss on an opportunity. So, as always, stay indoors. Go outside. Confusing messages there.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.